wearing the black trunks and weighing 147 pounds. His professional record, 19 wins against a pair of losses and 13 knockouts. From Chicago, Illinois, here's Pat "Cat" Coleman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white stripe, weighing an even 150 pounds. His professional record, 63 big wins, 3 losses and a draw, 44 wins by knockout. Out of Brentwood, New York, he is a former 2-time champion of the world, James "Buddy" McGirt. Judges this afternoon, Barbara Perez, George Cologne, and George DeGabriel. Your referee, Arthur Mercanti.
Well, here's a look at the tail of the tape. 30-year-old Buddy McGirt stands at 5'6", came in at 150, an agreed-upon weight. It is a welterweight matchup at 147, the welterweight, and Coleman coming in exactly at that number. And in New York State, the 3 knockdown rule, meaning 3 knockdowns in a round, will end the fight. Standing 8 count if the referee so desires. A 10-point must scoring system, 9 or fewer to the loser of a round. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 10th. Round number 1, an important welterweight bout that took on even more importance after it was announced in the last couple of days that McGirt had signed for the rematch against Pernell Whitaker. And of course, in that battle in which he lost the title to Whitaker, McGirt fought with a torn rotator cuff in his shoulder that required surgery. And he is eager to get back in there against Whitaker, able to fight at full strength. For Pat Coleman, as we recounted earlier, he knows this is a great opportunity to show that he deserves higher ranking and recognition. A 23-year-old with a 19-2 mark. He is in black. And Buddy McGirt in brilliant royal blue shorts today with white trim.
Tim, Pat Coleman has a perfect build for a fighter. Thin legs, broad shoulders. Looks like he's in excellent condition. Looks like a strong guy.
Buddy McGirt, 63 victories, 3 losses, 1 draw, 44 knockouts. Currently ranked number 1 by the WBC, number 9 by the WBA. 7 title fights. Now, the former IBF junior welterweight champion, WBC welterweight champion. Victories over the likes of Willie Rodriguez, Sal Mamby, Howard Davis, Tony Baltazar, Joe Manley, Simon Brown, Livingstone Bramble, and his last outing, a victory over the tough Kevin Pompey. And that was just in the month of June of this year.
And Tim, when you watch Buddy McGirt fight, you're watching the consummate pro. He feints with his hands, he feints with his head, feints with his feet, and he's in and out so quickly. It's going to be up to Pat Coleman, I think, to nail him after Buddy McGirt punches. He's so quick.
Coleman, 23 years old, born in Rockford, Illinois, lives in Chicago. You mentioned 2-time Chicago Golden Glove champ. In his last outing, a 2nd-round knockout of Carlos Bates in June of this year.
Yeah, and you can actually see McGirt trying to figure out his opponent, trying to set him up, see what he should do, what this guy's strengths and weaknesses are.
What do you think about Buddy's philosophy of not looking at videotape of his opponents?
Well, Emil Griffith, who I managed, had exactly the same philosophy. He'd send me like to England to watch Brian Curvis or somebody. He didn't want to see his opponent, but he wanted me to watch the tapes and then work on what we thought he could do.
Final seconds of round number 1, scheduled for 10. We'll be returning to Callicoon, New York in a moment for round 2.
Track was the only thing my strict mother would let me do. I had to wear a skirt, because in our religion, women couldn't wear pants. People say, how could you run in a skirt? All I can say is I believed I could. And also, I've learned to make my skirts a little shorter.
Still using a full commission broker? You could be missing out on a lot. Like a broker who's available anytime you want, or state-of-the-art investment software that's easy to use. To get both, trade up to Schwab. At Charles Schwab, you can manage your investments around the clock. And Street Smart software lets you place trades, get quotes, even research stocks. And at Schwab, you'll enjoy low commissions, too.
For a better way to trade up to Schwab.
Round number 2, a scheduled 10-rounder. Buddy McGirt in the royal blue. Former two-time world champion against Patrick Coleman, a name probably not too familiar to boxing fans outside of Chicago. But a man who hopes to make his name today with a victory over McGirt, spoiling McGirt's title opportunity scheduled for October 1 against Pernell Whitaker.
Both fighters are trying to out-cute one another right now. Both using strange moves, side-to-side movement.
Coleman saying that he thinks that the busy boxers are the ones who have troubled McGirt, in his view, by watching McGirt in action.
But it's so difficult to get busy when you're fighting a Buddy McGirt, because he counters so well and he makes you miss, as he just did then. You can't stay busy hitting in the air. You have to hit something.
Good body shot from McGirt to the ribs of Coleman.
Coleman has nice body movement as well. See Buddy McGirt again feinting with his feet, stepping in, trying to get the distance, and stepping back to measure the guy.
Good combination by McGirt. Perfect example of exactly what you were just describing, Gil, getting the proper distance by feinting his way in and then bang, bang.
Good jab by Coleman. And you can see why Coleman won 2 Chicago Golden Glove champions. He has good body movement, slips punches.
We're in the indoor tennis arena at the Villa Roma Resort Hotel near Callicoon, New York, in the Catskill Mountains, with 30 seconds to go in round number 2. Buddy McGirt, Patrick Coleman. Coleman in black.
McGirt uses those angles so well.
Good combination by McGirt. Good quick hands. At age 30, still got the quickness to explode with combinations. Final seconds, round 2.
Hold that plane.
Last call, flight 17.
This'll work. Call Mike.
Everyone should now be on board, miss.
Coming. Call Lois. Call accountant.
Call Sprint for the voice-activated phone card, the easiest calling card in the business.
Now that everyone is here.
You're deep in REM sleep, dreaming the big dreams. Because as Freud said, all men are great in their dreams. Suddenly, you don't feel so great anymore. You'll do the big things later. You hit the snooze bar, you hit the snooze bar, you hit the snooze bar, you hit the shower. You start soaping up with Coast. Coast is rocket fuel for the senses. Coast is a big, bold blast-off that turns you back into a human dynamo. Coast, the eye-opener.
Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy live from Callicoon, New York. Round 3, Buddy McGirt and Patrick Coleman, a 10-round welterweight bout. Buddy McGirt in royal blue with white trim. Crowd favorite here in the New York area. Usual contingent of fans traveling here to see him, along with those who are here enjoying the Catskills weather this weekend.
How quick McGirt can get in and get out, Tim. So quick. And those odd angles that he's giving Pat Coleman are puzzling him now. Again, here goes Coleman trying to show McGirt some angles.
67 professional bouts for Buddy McGirt. It's easy to forget that. He's been such an active fighter. He just would rather be in competition than just preparing for competition in the gym. And so at age 30, there he is with 67 professional bouts. Coleman at age 23 has 21 pro bouts.
And
Apart
again,
from the 2 injuries to McGirt, he's always been in superb condition. But of course, he suffered both of those injuries in action. A torn bicep that needed repair back in 1990, and then the rotator cuff injury. Many people felt certainly provided a real difficult handicap in his loss to Pernell Whitaker. Little bleeding from the lower lip of Patrick Coleman here in round 3.
Hey, Mike. Good left hook to the body by Buddy McGirt. Solid left hook. Amazing how McGirt can set himself up so beautifully in and out.
And also against the taller man, he's had the more effective jab. Getting perfect distance and throwing it with force. Under a minute to go in round 3. Good right hand, yeah, over the top from Coleman. Right
Tim,
hand back. Go ahead,
it's
Joe.
early in the fight, but I noticed that Buddy McGirt's mouth is wide open. Very early for that kind of look.
Under 30 seconds we go. It is warm in this indoor tennis arena at the Villa Roma Hotel. Hot sunny afternoon outside, so the heat no doubt will affect both boxers as we go along. Final seconds of round 3.
Pringles Light has become Pringles Right Crisps. Still a third less fat, and now better taste than this. That's right! Got new Pringles Right Crisps! That's right! Less fat and better taste than this! That's right! Better taste and less grease, the proof's right, here you see! That's right! It's not a chip off salmon line! Pringles Right Crisp, the taste bob's here! Pringles Right Crisp, the taste bob's here!
Control is everything. Once you got it, everything else just falls in place. That's why I use this stuff, Pert Plus.
One smart shampoo, control-enhancing conditioners for hair that's easy to handle.
It just works. My hair does what I want. That's enough for me.
Pert Plus.
We're back for round 4 of this 10-round welterweight bout. A very relaxed-looking Patrick Coleman in here against a 2-time former champion, Buddy McGirt, smiling, chatting with his corner people, who include Bob O'Donnell's manager and trainer, Louis Carr and Sam Colonna.
And Al Gavin, Tim, Al Gavin was working on a swelling underneath Coleman's left eye on that at the end of that last round.
A little swelling.
Here you can see how Buddy McGirt can set you up, lull you to sleep, and then walk in and hit you 2 or 3 quick punches, and he's gone again. Now, Buddy McGirt's mouthpiece is just hanging out of his mouth now. That's very unusual.
Got it back in now without losing it. Coleman trying to put pressure on McGirt against the ropes here, and a low blow back from McGirt. Gets a warning from referee Arthur McCanty. Arthur McCanty's name, of course, familiar to boxing fans. His father, one of the all-time great referees. Arthur Jr. Building his own reputation.
Looks like he's following in his father's footsteps, Tim. Real solid referee.
Combination by McGirt.
And Coleman scored with that right hand over McGirt's jab.
That's been his most effective weapon so far, Coleman's. Again, a little blood from his lower lip, nothing serious. Slight swelling under the left eye of Coleman.
Well, Coleman has a real good cut man working with him. Al Gavin, one of the best in the business.
Two solid jabs from McGirt. Again, getting that perfect distance so that he can land it with a little bit of pop to it. Follow with the right hand as he did there. Under a minute remaining round 4.
And again, Buddy McGirt's mouth is wide open, Tim. I don't know whether his mouthpiece doesn't fit right or whatever it is, but it is an indication that you're not breathing properly.
Right from Buddy was countered by Patrick Coleman. Under the 30-second mark in round 4, scheduled 10-round welterweight bout. Left hand landed from Coleman, leading with a hook, but he pays as a good combination comes right back at him from McGirt. Final seconds of the 4th as the McGirt fans come alive.
Let's talk business. You have your office. I have mine. You want to win, you got to have the right players.
The right shop copy can boost productivity
and save you money. Whether it's the most reliable high-volume copy ever tested,
a modular system you can grow with, or the convenience of a compact. Call for Shop's new winning game plan video. It'll help you pick the right shop copier. That's what it takes to win it all.
When do you use Thompson's?
Every year since 1981. Every fall for 5 years.
Every second year for 10 years.
We're not taking chances.
Over time, water invisibly weakens unprotected surfaces. Suddenly, you've got damage.
No repairs. Still looks new.
We've never replaced a single board.
Thompson's Water Seal Waterproofer, the seal of success. Also protect with Thompson's Stain, the only stain with Thompson's Water Seal Waterproofer.
Round number 5 back here at the Villa Roma Resort. Buddy McGirt showing maybe a little fatigue here early in the bout.
Well, you know, Tim, he came in at the contract limit at 150 pounds, and my spies tell me that he was having trouble making the weight. That may have taken something out of him in this fight because, again, he's sharp, the usual smart Buddy McGirt, but it seems to me that he's having a little trouble breathing. It looks like he's indication of being a little tired.
Well, on our card, we've got him winning 3 rounds to 1 at this point in the 5th. But fatigue could be a factor. It is warm, as we say, and quite close inside this indoor tennis arena on a hot, sunny day in the Catskill Mountains. And there's a good combination by Coleman, and he backed up McGirt for the first time. And Coleman now standing his ground and firing. Another good right hand by Coleman got through.
And the McGirt's corner, they're telling him to move, get on your toes.
Well, that's what we can watch for now in the second half of the fight. Is he capable of doing that consistently? Or is he indeed feeling some fatigue? And perhaps from having a weight problem preparing, he landed an overhand right. That stung Coleman.
And Coleman's left eye is starting to look very, very angry.
Good flurry by McGirt, and that brings Coleman back. There has been swelling under the left eye of Coleman since round 2, and it is now starting to become a little more prominent. Both big right hand by McGirt landed. And there's a good shot inside.
This is about as much punishment as I've seen McGirt take in a round in a long, long time. He's getting hit with some pretty solid punches.
Yes, even though he has landed perhaps the better punches, Coleman has been staying there and firing back. a slight abrasion under the left eye of McGirt that showed up in round number 4. Right hand from Coleman, another one. Coleman finding some range with that overhand right. McGirt willing to battle with him. Now, Gil, you got to wonder about McGirt's corner and thinking ahead to the Whitaker match. Do they want him brawling like this?
Tim, they want him to win the fight any way he can.
There's a combination from McGirt.
Tim, he's fighting some tough guy.
Final seconds of the 5th. Tremendous round. Buddy McGirt and Pat Coleman.
If you demand more from an aftershave than that same old alcohol burn, you need more than the same old aftershave. Sensitive from Old Spice. It's alcohol-free because alcohol burns. That's why they took it out and put these cooling Sensate scent. For real refreshment to go with that great scent. It's proof aftershave doesn't have to hurt to work. So use Sensitive, or you might get burned. Take the heat out of aftershave. Demand proof. Try alcohol-free Sensitive from Old Spice.
Debbie, these shots are fabulous. Beautiful, Debbie.
Better than the last time, Tony?
Absolutely. It's my job to make sure people look good. A few weeks ago while doing test shots with Debbie, I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told her about Head & Shoulders. You see, regular shampoos merely rinse flakes away, so they could come back. But look, Head & Shoulders helps stop flakes from even forming. You see the difference? Yeah, picture perfect. Head & Shoulders turns dandruff problems into beautiful hair.
Still great action in the 5th round. Both fighters landing some big ones.
And here's Buddy McGirt with that solid right hand, but he took some solid right hands as well.
We're in the 6th round. McGirt in the royal blue. Patrick Coleman from Chicago in black has showed little respect for this 2-time champion. And while we have McGirt ahead in this fight, Coleman is still very much in it.
And Tim, not only Coleman has a swelling under the left eye, but now he also is cut above the left eye. But again, he's showing no respect for Buddy McGirt. He knows this is his opportunity, and he's trying to make the most of it.
A little more movement now by McGirt here in the 6th round. I'm sure his corner wants that. The fears of a possible loss even outweighed by a cut or an injury of some kind that could delay the anticipated rematch with Pernell Whitaker already signed.
I think the big thing as far as this fight is concerned with Buddy McGirt is the fatigue factor.
Right hand lead landed. That stopped Coleman in his tracks.
Looks to me as if Buddy is really digging down deep, and it's kind of early in the fight for that.
Tried to sneak the right-hand lead in and land a little bit short.
Landed that one, though, Tim.
Yes, he did. Once he gets close, and he is so deceiving.
Puts you to sleep and then tries to knock you to sleep.
Under a minute to go in the 6th. This is a 10-round bout. Combination by McGirt and a good right hand at the end of it. But Coleman just doesn't go away. He stands there and fires back.
Tim, he realizes what an opportunity this is. I'm sure he got in the greatest shape of his life. And even if he should lose this fight, he's learning an awful lot being in there with Buddy McGirt.
I tell you, that's what's got to discourage McGirt right there. He landed a huge right hand. Coleman didn't move at all. He hit him right on the chin with it. Under 30 seconds to go.
And what's happening, Coleman is making Buddy McGirt work every second of the round. He doesn't have time to rest himself or take a timeout.
Coming to the end of round number 6. It's been a very good fight to this point. There's a right hand by McGirt.
So, Dave, great. How was San Francisco?
It was great.
Did you drive across the Golden Gate Bridge?
No.
Did you see Alcatraz?
Is that there?
Well, what did you do?
I found this sourdough roll.
Introducing Wendy's Sourdough Bacon Cheeseburger. It's a San Francisco-style roll stuffed with a quarter-pound of fresh beef, Monterey Jack, bacon, and Dijon sauce.
Reminds me of when I was in San Francisco. I met this sailor.
Hey, look at the time.
Gotta go.
Yep, well, we only went to the library.
You can find it in San Francisco and at any Wendy's.
When I got dentures, I decided they weren't going to stop me. And they haven't. I can get as close as I want in the morning and still feel as confident as I need to at lunch.
Even in the hottest liquids, when other adhesives stop holding, Fix-It and holds stronger and longer.
Sure, I have dentures, but from morning to night, I don't have to give up a thing. Not a thing.
For the strongest, longest hold, Fix-It and forget it.
Round number 7, Patrick Coleman off his stool early, waiting for Buddy McGirt, who was breathing heavily between rounds. We're into the 7th here, scheduled for 10. We have McGirt ahead on our cards, having won 4 rounds to 1 for Coleman and 1 even. But the fatigue factor could be very costly with 3 rounds still to go. Coleman looks the fresher of the 2. 4 rounds remaining. Pardon me, we're in round 7.
This is taking every bit of Buddy McGirt's savvy and smarts, because Coleman is making him fight every second of every round.
Good combination, and then the counterattack from Buddy McGirt. Patrick Coleman can fight, and Buddy McGirt knows it. This is a guy, win or lose, you're going to hear more of in the welterweight ranks.
And again, this is about as much punishment as I've ever seen Buddy McGirt take in a fight. Despite the fact he's winning the rounds, but they're all tough rounds.
Well, then I guess a question must be asked, at age 30, should he have taken a fight 5 weeks after his last one?
Well, he's a warrior, Tim. One thing about Buddy McGirt, he accepts challenges, and that's exactly what he's doing now. A lot on the line for Buddy McGirt.
Coleman landing the big right hand. Right hand lead. Combination from McGirt. Coleman fires right back. He lands a right hand. There's a right hand back from Buddy McGirt. That stopped Coleman in his tracks. He's been hard to stop. Here he comes again. Uppercut and a right straight down the pipe from McGirt.
Again, that's all that ring savvy that's setting up for Coleman for these counters.
Another fine combination from McGirt that gets through. Doesn't discourage Coleman. We're in the final seconds of the 7th. Coleman is enjoying the war.
Now's the best time to buy tires at Sears. All Michelin road handlers are on sale at the very...
Against Buddy McGirt. 3 rounds remaining, scheduled for 10.
This is a fight that Buddy McGirt's experience has certainly helped him a great deal. No question about it. His experience and his skill. Because every round is a tough round. And so far, I have McGirt edging him in just about every round. But I mean edging him. Very, very close rounds.
Judges who will do the scoring if it goes 10. Barbara Perez and George Cullen from the Bronx. George DeGabriel from Yonkers. And again, the mouthpiece coming out of the mouth of McGirt.
30. Richard.
And McGirt. McGirt.
Come on, Al. Richard, hurry.
McGirt asking the referee Mercanti to wash his mouthpiece as it hit the ground, and then he went to the Coleman corner, asked him to do the washing.
And now
Coleman spit his out and kind of equaled up the time break. Interesting little event in round number 8. Coleman's people figuring if McGirt got to have a clean mouthpiece, their fighter should as well.
Well, that may have helped Buddy McGirt because he's really the more fatigued of the two. It gave him an extra few seconds to rest while they washed Coleman's mouthpiece.
Coleman with McGirt standing still, trying to take advantage of it. Again, the slippery McGirt avoids any serious punishment. Solid left jab stopped Coleman, but Coleman just, every time he gets hit, he's throwing something back. No problem with the left eye of Coleman. It seems to be holding up very well. A little swelling underneath, it is evident.
It's amazing how McGirt can pick his spots the way he does. Looks like he's going to do nothing. Catches you from some angle or other.
McGirt, especially because he's not a tall welterweight, so he's always working at a little disadvantage in terms of reach. Now some blood from the lip of Coleman as McGirt landed a solid combination right to the mouth and another left jab to the mouth.
Now for the first time, Coleman has stopped applying pressure. That mouth may be bothering him, Tim. It looks like an angry cut. Big left hook by McGirt.
McGirt pouring it on there with a 4-punch combination.
He does just enough, in my opinion, to win the rounds, buddy. What a pro.
It's such a treat to watch in terms of the skill and science involved in this sport that not everybody understands, and he's such a great example of what this is really about.
Still going to your full commission broker? Even though your best interest may be overshadowed by a hunger for commissions, unwanted sales pressure, and biased information. If so, there is a way out. Trade up to Schwab. At Charles Schwab, our brokers don't work on commission, so the information you get is always unbiased and totally free of sales pressure. And at Schwab, you'll enjoy low commissions, too.
For a better way to trade up to Schwab.
Falling in love again. What am I to do? Whenever I see you, I can't help it. In love again.
All over America, people are falling in love again with Pizza Hut. Hey, with that great zesty sauce, irresistible blend of cheeses, and mounds of mouth-watering toppings, you can't help it.
This is round number 9. Tim Ryan with Joe Clancy watching Buddy McGirt, the 2-time former world champion, against a tough customer from Chicago, Patrick Coleman, with a 19-2 record as a pro at age 23. And if McGirt was looking for a tune-up for the Purnell-Whitaker fight, he has gotten more than that, and he's got 2 more rounds to get through against Patrick Coleman.
And Tim, at the end of the last round, McGirt landed some good, solid punches to slow Coleman up a little bit, but Coleman's got that youth on his side, right back pressing Buddy McGirt again.
Coleman has not been overly bothered by the cut lip, his lower lip, a little swelling under his left eye, but he has carried on as a real pro campaigner here, making a difficult afternoon for McGirt.
And Coleman, believe me, Tim, can punch. He's going to be dangerous till that final bell ringer.
Right hand over from McGirt that landed.
And how McGirt can get position when he's so close to the guy and still get rid of those punches.
I know,
it's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's a treat to watch him in action. I think everybody
Look at that move, Tim. Coleman has to say to himself, where is this guy? Fortunately, he's not there.
Everyone wants to see, who follows boxing, a McGirt-Whitaker rematch. Two of the outstanding boxers in the game. Pernell Whitaker, a very skilled, classy, deceptive fighter himself. There's a finishing rally there by McGirt with that right hand, the best scoring punch.
Tim, wasn't there a movie one time, Hide in Plain Sight? I think so. That's what Buddy does.
I think it was when you had that haircut we showed earlier.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. I told you not to mention hair on the air. Again, Buddy is trying to confuse Coleman. Up, there goes the mouthpiece. This time it's Coleman. And I don't know whether referee McCarthy saw it or not, but Coleman's mouthpiece is out. If he gets hit in that mouth now, he can get an angry cut.
McCarthy has just picked it up.
Looks to me as if Buddy McGirt did get a second win, Tim. Beautiful defensive moves, blocking punches.
Now McCarthy has stopped the action in order to get the mouthpiece back in. That is the rule in New York State, that he has to do that, but he can stop it at his discretion. Patrick Coleman certainly is going to have impressed boxing fans and boxing experts with this performance, win or lose. And I think one thing that could happen is that a lot of good fighters are going to be ducking this guy. But if he can earn his way into the top 10, he's going to be a dangerous customer. Oh, big combination from McGirt with a tough left hook at the end of it. Final seconds of the night. We have not had a dull round in this entire 9. There's one to go, Gil.
Tim, and you talk about skill. Just the skill that McGirt demonstrated at the end of that round was worth anybody's price of admission.
Patrick Coleman.
Take a look at this action. Now there, McGirt slips the punch, back underneath, blocks another one, hit on the side. And look at that counter. Look at that counter. Same sequence, different angle.
Just always seems to have himself in punching position, Buddy McGirt. A look at his ability to slip away, escape from the ropes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 10th and final round.
So Buddy McGirt, one more round to go en route to his anticipated rematch with Pernell Whitaker, and Patrick Coleman trying to upset the apple cart. We have McGirt well ahead, but that's on our unofficial card, of course.
And Coleman knows this is his final 3 minutes, Tim. And for what he's demonstrated so far, I think he's going to do everything he can to nail Buddy McGirt.
We should say that while we have him comfortably ahead, that doesn't mean that any of the rounds has been easy, that he has not been winning the fight easily. It's just that we think that he has won most of the rounds, enough to be winning a decision here.
And again, Buddy is lulling Pat Coleman to sleep. All of a sudden, you'll see McGirt lash out with a flashy combination. With these angles, Tim, unbelievable. There it is. All of a sudden, solid right hand. Where did it come from? Believe me, Patrick Coleman could pay Buddy McGirt for this workout because he's really learning a lot being in with Buddy.
Coleman trying to make something happen right to the bitter end here. And McGirt, who appeared fatigued in round 5, has found legs under him here as the end of the fight approaches. Good combination by McGirt. More swelling under the left eye of Coleman. Uppercut and a left hook. How often do you see that? And another solid left from McGirt.
Now you think McGirt, in my opinion, has it safely tucked away. You think that they just fight an elusive round, try not to anger Pat Coleman, but he's a warrior. He's battling away.
And Coleman landed a good combination of his own.
Tim, one punch can change a fight. One punch can change a fight. Look what a warrior that McGirt is, though.
Straight right, another one from McGirt. Coleman firing to the end. The crowd loves it. Under 30 seconds to go in the fight. Another combination from McGirt. Left hand from McGirt lands. Blood now from the left eye. A new cut over the left eye of Coleman. And a big right hand back from Coleman. What a battler. What a fight. We'll be back with the decision in a moment. Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a split decision. Judge George Coleman scored the fight 96-94 McGirt. Judge George DeGabriel saw it 96-94 Coleman. And Judge Barbara Perez scored the fight 97-93 for your winner, James Buddy McGirt.
Okay, we're with both these warriors, and it was truly a war here today, a split decision. Buddy, we had you winning the fight on our card a little more comfortably, but every round was tough from Patrick Coleman. What's your comment?
Well, you know, a guy like Patrick Coleman rises to the occasion for Buddy McGirt, you know, and they get up to their best to bring the best out of me. So he was really tough. He wanted it, you know, but I was in good shape. I'd like to say, Tim, I want to thank you and CBS for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to say to my brother Barry, I love you.
All right, we're short of time, buddy. I want to get Patrick on you. You did a great job here today, Patrick. I know you wanted to show you could fight with the big guys. You feel you did that?
Yeah, I felt I did it. Maybe I could have pushed it a little harder in the later rounds. Decision was made, and I'm not a complainer. I did my best, and hopefully the phone will be ringing and people will keep on coming.
I think they will. I think they will. Great performance by two outstanding fighters, buddy. We wish you best of luck in your championship battle against Pernell Whitaker. So it'll be Buddy McGirt and Pernell Whitaker on October 1st. Everybody will look forward to that. For Gil Clancy, I'm saying so long from the Villa Roma Hotel in Callicoon, New York.
CBS Eye on Sports.